Welcome back, students. Now in this video lecture we will draw some basic type of graphs that are available to us in Power BI. We will go through the steps of creating a graph one by one. Now this is the same data set which we have used in the initial lectures. I will just load it, and the purpose of using this data set is that when we were loading it previously, it was showing us an error, and the same error will be shown now again. So we will check the reason behind that error as well in this tutorial, and then we will create some graph. Now you see it says that 52748 rows loaded, 34074 errors. Now if I click on view errors, it will open the Power Query editor, and we will see that what is the main reason of those errors. Okay, now if I go to the column of CR, you can see here we have the problem. It is colored as red. Now whenever a column is red, that means that column has some sign, some sort of errors, or there are some uh, thing not right in that case. So if I click this error, we can see that the data format invalid cell value division by 0. This means that the CR column in this case is created using some other column, and while creating the CA column, there are some instances where the value is divided by 0. Now whenever we divide a value by 0, the result is infinity. So that's why we are getting this error in this case. So what we can do is we can simply delete this column for now, because we do not need it. What I can say, I will click remove. So this column is removed. Now if I click close and apply, you will see that the data will be refreshed, and the error which was previously produced is now gone away. So here in the visualization sections, we have some basic kind of visualizations. Now the first visualization that we will create in this case is a bar chart. For example, I want to create a bar chart of total revenue by country. What I will do is I will click this bar chart. So there, this is a stack bar chart. This is a stack column chart. This is a clustered bar chart. This is a clustered column chart. So first we will create a stack bar chart. I have clicked the stack bar chart. It is being shown here. Once I click the stack bar chart, what I need to do is I need to drop the value that needs to be on y-axis and the column that needs to be on x-axis. So I want the country to be on x-axis and the net revenue to be on y-axis. So you see here, you see the country, this x-axis value is converted to count of country. However, I do not wish to have count of country. What we will do is we will go back to this data view and see what type of column is the country in this case. You see here, this is the country has only two values. It is either CA or it is either NZ. So we'll go back, we'll cross this, remove it. Okay, we will remove this as well. Now again, if I drop the value CA and then I convert it into a bar chart, the previous error will now be removed. So you can see we have the net revenue based on country. Now here we have a different formatting options, like if I want to display the exact value of the net revenue, what I can do is write the label and I can turn this on data labels. So you see the net revenue generated by New Zealand is 5.4 and by Canada it is 4.3 million in this case. So that's how you create a visualization. You can also change this visualization into a column chart. You can change this visualization into a pie chart. You can change it into a donut chart based on your requirements. Similarly, the next graph that we will create in this case is a line chart. So again, line chart is created only in those cases where we have time series data involving the date or month. So what I will do is I will drop this month column here, and for example the total clicks column on y-axis. So you see here we have sum of clicks. I can change this as well. I can display the average, I can display the minimum, I can display the maximum, I can display the count, variance, median. So whatever I like, I can aggregate it based on the available options. Now in this case you can see that we have this line chart, and what we can see is here we have the year, quarter, month and day as well. Now if I click this option, you see it is saying that go to the next level in hierarchy. If I click it, so previously it was showing the sum of clicks based on the year. So for 2017 the clicks were 38832, for 2018 it were 104753 and so on. Now if I want to check the number of clicks based on the next hierarchy value, so it is by quarter. So it is showing us the clicks based on quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3 and quarter 4. If I want to go further down, it will show me the number of clicks based on the month. If I want to go further down, it will show me the values based on the day, because for every entry in our data set the clicks are recorded on the first day only. So that's why it is showing only one value. I can always go back, drill up and drill down. This is kind of drilling up and drilling down. We have a hierarchy, we can always drill up and drill down. The second method that we can perform here is I can convert it into simply a month without hierarchy. So in that case it will show me the values like this, date wise, for June, July, August, September 1st, October 1st and so on. So it is our choice that how we want the data to be displayed based on our requirements. So that's how you create a line chart. Next we will create a area chart. This is an area chart. I want to go again for the month, and this time I want to count the active users. So this is how you create an area chart. You can always convert this area chart into this chart as well, stacked area chart. You can convert it into a this line chart. You can also add one more or more than one column here in this case as well. Like for example, the sum of active users, I want to add the sum of clicks as well. So you see we now have the sum of active and the sum of clicks. If I want to change the label of this column, just the label, I want to, for example, I want that the value is shown as active customers, for example. So now if I click here, you see it is showing as active customers. So this is basically the label. Similarly, I can change this to a simple line chart. I can change this to a stacked line chart. I can change this to like this line and stack column chart, but this requires some extra work which we will not discuss in this case, or we can do it like this. So we have the active customer and I want that the line chart shows the sum of clicks. So you see it is now showing, the bar are showing the active customers, whereas the line chart is showing us the sum of clicks. I will delete this. Next we can create a scorecard. This scorecard is basically used to show the single digit value, like the sum of CPA here in this case is this. For example, I want to display the net revenue. I will need to click the net revenue. This is the net revenue. This is the total sign-ups. This is the total payouts and so on. So these are some basic kind of visualizations that we can create. You can always play with these basic visualization based on your requirements and to practice more. Similarly, we can create this heat map. I can say that at the, for example, country category and the net revenue on the values. So this is the heat map. If I want to convert it into a brand, for example, so you can see a heat map of brand is calculated based on the sum of net revenue. So this is all for this video lecture, because it is already lengthy and it is close to 10 minutes. So I have given you a simple gist of different kind of plots that can be created in Power BI. Now what you need to do is you need to practice more and more with any data set that you can pick online from Kaggle or from a UCI machine learning repository, and you need to practice as much as you can. If you have any questions, you can ask me anytime about these questions. You can email me, you can ask in the lectures as well or in the comment section. So that is all for this video. See you in the next video.